other people get about, you know, movie stars and stuff. And the same way with firefighters and cops. I met Charlie back and I almost fainted, seriously. Okay, back to my, thanks Ted. And thank you again to NBC4 for your wonderful support of AIDS Walk Los Angeles. And now please join me in welcoming one of APLA's closest friends and supporters in Los Angeles city government, an LA City Council member whose esteemed career and public service spans more than 30 years. He walks with us every year. His staff works closely with the AIDS Walk staff on permits, and wow, that's very important. We really need those permits. Routes and street closures, and he also represents the very district through which all of you and me will be walking in a few short weeks. Ladies and gentlemen, Councilmember Pauley Perrette.
Well, thank you, Pauley. And if I wasn't here, I would actually be watching the season premiere of NCIS, which is taking place at this exact minute. But I think this is actually more important. Not many things I would say would be. I've been involved with the issue of HIV and AIDS since 1984, when the city of West Hollywood was founded, which was a wonderful and uplifting thing in general, except we found that we were just hitting the beginning of the AIDS crisis, and it really hit West Hollywood very hard. There were council meetings where we would adjourn in the memory of 2 or 3 community leaders, and then a week later the same thing would happen. I actually knew a couple hundred people that died of AIDS in the early years. And at first we felt helpless. West Hollywood and Los Angeles, both of which I've had the honor of representing, were 2 of the very few cities that really took on trying to help in every way we could think of. In fact, a couple of the very few government entities at any level. You'll recall our president didn't even mention AIDS for many years, which was Ronald Reagan at the time. And people around the city, around the country, were also saying, we can't just stand by and be helpless. We've got to find ways to help. And APLA was born in that way, and APLA has done amazing things over the course of these many years. It helped tens of thousands of people with AIDS, done all kinds of things to prevent the spread of HIV and AIDS, and has done great public policy things. I worked with them closely in Sacramento especially, trying to do whatever we could to help people with AIDS and to help prevent the spread. And early in this crisis, my good friend and activist Craig Miller came up with a great idea of having this AIDS walk. Now, I don't think any of us ever dreamed this would be something that would go on for 27 years and raise tens of millions of dollars and help so many people. I mean, part of it was we expected this disease to be cured long ago. And hopefully it will happen sometime soon, and we won't have to keep doing this. But while it's here, there is no group that does more than APLA, and all of you make it happen. And it's 27 years in the making. We have to bring a lot of new people in. I see a lot of new faces. This is wonderful. You're doing such incredible work. You help so many thousands of people's lives. So I thank you all for being here. Keep up the great work. Hopefully not for much longer, but you do everything you can. You help a lot of people. So thank you so much.